Echoes from room 313. The hospital stood silent beneath the moonlit sky, its ancient walls looming like a sleeping giant. For most, Ravenswood General was just a place of healing, but for Mark, it was a place haunted by memories and shadows. Mark Jenkins had come to visit his grandmother, who had been admitted following a minor stroke. The hospital corridors felt strangely familiar, yet twisted, a maze of sterile hallways and humming machines, all wrapped in the cold scent of antiseptic. His grandmother's room was on the 3rd floor, but as Mark wandered the corridor, he noticed something odd. Room 313. Officially, that room didn't exist anymore. After a tragic fire decades ago, room 313 was sealed off, a silent tomb for those lost in the blaze. Nurses whispered that the fire had been more than accident, something darker, more sinister. Mark tried to ignore it, but the hospital seemed to pulse with a strange energy whenever he passed that door. He swore he could hear faint crying and scratching from behind the heavy steel frame. One night, after visiting hours, Mark stayed late in the waiting area, unable to shake the feeling that something was calling him. As the clock ticked past midnight, a cold breeze swept through the hallway. The lights flickered and dimmed, plunging the corridor into a ghostly half-light. Then, from behind room 313's door came the softest sound, a whispered plea. "Help me." Mark's heart hammered as the door creaked open by itself. Against all reason, he stepped inside. The room was frozen in time. Charred furniture lay strewn across the floor, and the air smelled of smoke and ash. Yet, in the center of the room, a small, antique rocking chair swayed slowly, as if pushed by an unseen hand. Mark's flashlight trembled in his grasp. A cold presence brushed past him, and the whispered cries grew louder. Voices echoed around the room, fragmented and desperate. A mother calling for her child, a man begging for forgiveness, children laughing in eerie dissonance. Mark realized the room was a prison for souls, trapped in an endless loop, reliving their final moments over and over. Suddenly, the shadows coalesced into a figure, a woman with hollow eyes and a sorrowful expression. "Why have you come?" she asked, voice like the rustling of dry leaves. "To help," Mark answered, though doubt gnawed at him. The woman extended a hand, and visions flooded Mark's mind, flames licking at the walls, desperate screams, and a nurse who had tried to save them all but was silenced. "The fire was no accident," she whispered. "They wanted to hide the truth." Mark knew he had uncovered a secret buried by time, a dark chapter the hospital wanted forgotten. As the clock struck 1, the room began to collapse, the walls closing in like a tomb. Mark fled, bursting into the hallway as the door slammed shut behind him. But the echoes of room 313 followed him, whispers in the dark, pleading for release. Mark realized some places are haunted not by ghosts, but by memories.